Hello! Welcome to a new series in English. I'm very excited that I'm doing this. As you can see, my YouTube channel has been most of the time in Spanish, but now I'm trying to do this bilingual thing to take advantage of my skills, basically. So today's video, it's gonna be mostly about Romania. Why Romania? First, because I live here. Second, because I do believe that not many people have enough information about the possibilities that you can have here in this country. And we're going to talk about cost of living in Romania, how much do we spend in a month. This is information that I wish I had before I moved. I'm going to give you a little of a background story. So my husband and I, we were living in Spain, in Barcelona, before we moved here. And before then, we lived in Italy and I lived in the US. He was in UK. It's a very long story. But long story short, we were living in Spain thinking that, that would be the last place we moved. We were so excited about it to realize that once we got there, the lifestyle is very expensive. Like you will see, I will make some comparison while I'm sharing with you all the information about Romania. So you can see why I do believe Romania is an excellent country if you want to move, especially because you can save so much money. So we were living in Spain, and then one day my husband, basically, he's Romanian, and his family moved recently here from Italy. And he was like, why don't we move to Romania? And he explained to me like the possibilities and, for the same amount of money that we spend in Italy or even in Spain, we can live so much better. And that's where I got hooked with the idea, because I was like, we're spending a lot of money here and we're not having a lot of things. Like we don't live in a big house, or we don't have a car, or we don't have this and da da da. So I consider the option, and I was just like, okay, let's see how it is. We're starting to do some math and calculations and see what we can get here for the same amount of money that we were spending there. And definitely, I'm going to tell you, the lifestyle for us has improved so much in the last year. Let's start with the rent. It's very important. Like, where are you going to live? One thing that I realized here in Romania, it's so cheap to rent a nice apartment. We live in a house, but we have family living in apartments in another city. We live in Timișoara. They are in Arad, for example, that is like 40 minutes from here. And an apartment there can cost about 230 euro for one apartment with one room, one bathroom. It has a terrace. It has a private kitchen and a living room. Like, it's not a small, it's big enough for a couple. That is nothing compared to what we used to pay in Spain, that it was a very small studio for 900 euros. So comparing that, you can easily find something super nice, super cool in a nice area for about 300 euro here. That's in Arad, but if you live in Timișoara, I know in the center or close to the center, I have friends also, they pay about 300 euro. The apartments are probably a little bit older than the one from Arad, where my family member is. But still, it's an apartment with 2 rooms, separate bathroom, separate kitchen, a little balcony, like a lot of stuff. And it's about 300 euro. Obviously, if you want to find something bigger, like a house, you can find a duplex that's super famous here in Romania. And it can cost, I would say about 700 euro. It can cost a duplex, with a garden, with 2 rooms, with a bathroom and 2 floors and all those beautiful things. It can go for 700 euros. So you see the difference of the lifestyle, like if we're talking right now about the rent. So that's 1 point for Romania. Another topic that is super important is the food. I get asked first if we find Latin food, because I'm Latina, and I have found a couple like places that I can find food similar to mine. But in regards to prices, which is mostly what you maybe care about, I consider in the supermarkets it costs about the same. You can find here brands that you can find in other European countries, like Lidl, like Auchan or Carrefour, I don't know, something like that. Kaufland, like they have so many brands, like international brands, and you can find it for the same price, I believe. I think it's not so much different. What I do see that is very different compared to other countries is the fast food. Oh my God, it's so cheap to eat here outside. Like Sometimes we think about it, it's like it's cheaper to go outside than to buy food and then cook and all these things. You save time and money. So fast food, I'm saying like not necessarily only like McDonald's and those type of fast food, but also restaurants. It's super cheap to go, depending on the restaurant, obviously. But for example, in Italy, we used to spend for two people, two Mac combos. For example, when we used to eat McDonald's, we don't eat it anymore. Like bad experiences overall, and we just like deleted it from our life. But when we used to have it, it was about 20 euro in Italy to eat, the both of us, my husband and I. Here, you can buy it for about 12 euro, two combos. It's like 30 lei a combo, 35. And if you don't know like the difference, like here in Romania, they use the lei or the ron as a currency. It's not the euro. Not yet. I don't know when they're going to change it. But for now, it's convenient for us because 1 euro, it's 4.5, 4.9 or something like that lei. So you can make the math. So 30 lei, it's like 6 euro, let's put it like that. And that's a Mac combo where in Italy it will cost me like 8 or 9. So fast food, I see it cheaper. Also in restaurants, we normally spend like 60 lei, which is like 12, 13 euro for both of us. Like that's crazy. Like depending on what you want to eat. Obviously, there is an Argentinian restaurant, a steakhouse, super nice, super fancy, that is very expensive, but still it will be cheaper eating a steak from that place here in Romania than eating it in Italy. Now the monthly expenses that you need in the house, like gas, electricity, water, internet, your cell phone, all those things. At the beginning, I'm gonna be very honest, at the beginning it was super cheap. Like we used to spend monthly like 300 lei, which is like 60 euro for all the expenses. Now, after the war and everything that is happening in Ukraine, now it tripled the price. If we used to spend like 300, now we're spending like 800 lei a month for gas, water, electricity, like the internet, my cell phone. But still, in general, is about the same or a little bit cheaper than what you will spend in Italy or in Spain, like 150 euro. Like a quick example, the internet, the Wi-Fi here, we pay like 40 lei, I believe, or 50. I don't remember exactly, but still, it's like 10 euro. Where if you compare it to Spain, we used to pay for Wi-Fi the same quality, like the same thing in Vodafone, and it used to be like 30 euros. So there you can see the difference. There is a lot of difference. The same with the cell phone. I pay on my phone and I have limited internet and calls international and all those things, and I pay like 8 euro, where in Spain I used to pay like 15. So you can see it's like I'm giving you all these examples because I want you to compare to other countries, and why we made a decision to come here is because if you make the math, it makes sense and it's cheaper. So part of your lifestyle and everything is like the beauty services, the grooming services for men and all that. And I think it's about the same price, maybe a little bit cheaper. Well, certain things are definitely cheaper. For example, if a girl wants to do her nails, semi-permanent paint or color in your nails and manicure, it could be about 120, 140 lei, which is 26 euro, almost 30. Let's say 30 euro. I don't know how much you pay in your country, but in Italy, I remember it was super expensive. It was like 50 euro to do semi-permanent, and gel, don't even talk about it. Here, I see it very affordable, especially if you don't do it like in a shopping center or a nice place. It's like, a normal boutique you can go, and maybe you find it even cheaper. It depends on the location. The eyebrows, I will pay about 50 or 60 lei, depending again on the location. So about 10 euro. It's not crazy. I used to pay a little bit more in Spain and way more. I know, and cheaper. It was actually cheaper in Italy. But here, it's in the middle. If we're talking about hair and stuff, like I used to pay a lot of money everywhere in any other country because I have a lot of hair. But here, to be honest, like wash and dry and like style my hair, it will cost about 120 lei maximum. So 20 something euro. I think I never paid so cheap to dry my hair and style it. And for men, I remember like my husband, when he goes to this super nice place, It's about 50 or 60 lei to do, you know, what you guys do. It's just like cleaning here, blah, blah, blah. It's like 60 lei. Still, it's about the same that he used to pay in other countries. So this is like the basic things that I wish I knew before moving to Romania, so I will be more confident about why I'm moving here, you know, especially if your goal is to save money and live better and all those things like we did, then definitely this information will have helped me. So I want to share with you. I hope it really helps you to, you know, have more idea and make a better plan and decision. If you want to look for part 2 of this video, I'm going to talk about transportation, about jobs, about healthcare, which is very important, salary, all those things that are also part of you moving to Romania, things that you definitely need to know. So look forward for that video. Remember, we have English videos in my channel on Fridays at 8 p.m. So now, if you like this information, remember, give me a thumbs up. It helps me a lot with my channel. And subscribe if you want to see more information like this. You can leave me a comment if you have any questions in particular. I'm always checking, like, I don't have 1 million subscribers, so I do have time to check and talk to you guys on the comments. I definitely love to do that. And yeah, we'll keep in touch. I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next video.